Hey, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time finding my channel, my name is Gerard. Today we are talking about fragrances, more specifically the 7 fragrances that I wore every single day last week. So if that's content you want to see more of, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, all the good things. But let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into it, starting with Sunday. This week's theme is simple. I wanted to dig into some of the samples that I have piling up at my house. I mean, I have an incredible amount of samples, guys. I will not mince words when it comes to that. It's overwhelming, if I'm being honest. But I really wanted to try a few, and I find, if I do these videos once in a while, it allows me to do that, gives me a reason to reach for those samples and try them and be able to talk about them with you guys. So on Sunday, the first one I reached for was Costume National Homme, the Parfum. And it might be hard to make out here because this is a decant that was made for me and sent to me. So what did I think of it? I liked it. Masculine, spicy, very clean undertone, a little bit old school without feeling old school, if that makes sense. It still has a modern twist to it that works for me. For me, the cardamom and the labdanum are the standout notes. My wife didn't like this one, unfortunately. Maybe a little bit too powdery, a little bit too dry for her. She's not into the sweet fragrances, and this lacks sweetness. So I thought she would like it, but I don't know. There was just something off in it for her that just didn't work. But I can appreciate what this scent is, and I think for what you can find this for, it's a really great value. I think if you are into masculine fragrances, labdanum heavy fragrances, and of course cardamom, adding that slight fruity spiciness to it, I think all the notes work great together, and a lot of people do hype this up. Just for me personally, I don't think it's full bottle worthy, and I also have a couple other fragrances that kind of scratch that itch for me when it comes to this scent DNA. Costume National Homme, the Parfum. This next one, funny enough, is inspired by a William Shakespeare play. The scent we are talking about is Chemi Tempest, and it's really hard to see the name, so forgive me, guys, but you'll have to take my word for it. This is Chemi Tempest, and wow, what can I say about this one? When I first put it on skin, I was like, kind of smells like cat pee. Definitely has an animalic edge to it. And if you've been in this fragrance hobby for a long time, eventually someone is going to talk about a scent that smells like cat pee. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And if it hasn't happened yet, welcome to the club. Now you are hearing a fragrance reviewed that reminds me personally of a litter box. Now, with all that being said, that's just in the initial opening. It is a very strong, big projector. If you guys are unfamiliar with Chemi, I was personally when I first looked into them. From my understanding, they're a division of Xerjoff. So Xerjoff also has a fragrance called Tempest. And I have to imagine they are the exact same fragrance. As I said, that opening is very animalic. It is not going to be for everyone. It is true niche in my opinion. But once that settles down, this becomes a really addictive, for lack of a better term, spicy, woody fragrance. Clean, green, all the good things, but there is something, a twist of sorts that I can't quite put my finger on that is really kind of a signature of the scent and makes it work. It makes me kind of want to keep going back to it, and no, it is not the cat pee. It has my interest. It's one that I will revisit in the future. And again, even though, all jokes aside, I mean, yeah, there is a slight cat pee vibe here, but it's not the overwhelming story of the fragrance. So don't take that and just think this is just outright trash, because I don't think it is. Very interesting fragrance. I need more time with it. Chemi Tempest. This next one was sent to me by my subscriber, Corey, and friend and local. We live near each other. He's been super supportive of the channel, and he sent me this sample, and it is Plum in Cognac from Scent in Wood. And look, I've seen this pop up quite a bit. A lot of you guys own this fragrance and talk about it. You drop it in your weekly rotation videos when I ask you guys to drop it in the comments. And this is one that I've wanted to try for a while. And I have to say I'm impressed. For me, this is boozy fruit done right. It has almost like this sugary, smoky vibe. Like if someone put, granulated sugar on the top of an actual plum. Now, plum is not an overly sweet fruit. It is earthy at times. It's sometimes, depending on how fresh it is, you get that greenness, you get that like it was plucked from the vine or something. Like it's a super earthy fruit for me. It's not overly sweet or synthetic in any way. And that's how this comes across. But then you have the booziness. The only thing that I didn't like about this fragrance was the smoke is kind of drowns out some of my favorite parts of the scent. It feels almost edible in a way without feeling juvenile or immature. I think it's a great signature night out fragrance. And I think a particular person, a fan of these types of DNAs, so boozy, earthy, fruity, smoky, most importantly, smoky, you are going to probably like this fragrance. So I do like it. But I have other things in my collection that remind me of this. So having a bottle of this might be a little redundant for me, but I can totally appreciate it. An incredible performer. It really, really performs well. I got lots of projection from it, waves of it throughout the day as I wore it. And I like that part. Like, I loved the performance here. So yeah, you're getting a fantastic fragrance if you decide to pick up a full bottle. Plum and Cognac from Scent in Wood. Shout out Danny Bell for sending this one my way. I did an unboxing video this week that you guys need to go check out. I'll drop it in the description down below. I did a first impressions of this fragrance, and I truly, truly was blown away and was happy to have it. The scent we were talking about is Histoires de Parfum 1828. You can kind of see there on the side. And then Histoires de Parfums on the side. What did I think about this? Old school Fougere in a way. But, as kind of old school vibe I get from it. I also get some modern elements that just make this thing work. Really, really love this fragrance. Eucalyptus, different spices, very clean smelling lavender. I don't know, guys. There's just something about it that, for me, feels effortless, feels like I would reach for it quite a bit. And I'm glad I have this little, I believe, 10 ml decant of it now, because obviously I have a ton of fragrances. But maybe a full bottle worthy scent for me someday. But not while, I still have this. I'm going to probably finish this and then consider buying a full bottle. Definitely feels classic without smelling dated. Versatile. I would wear this to work. I'd wear this to the gym. I'd wear this out on a date, whatever. It's going to work in those situations because it is that versatile. With that, you might get a little sort of generic vibe from it. So, but for me, I don't know. I like how it appreciates fragrances that came before it. Think like late 90s, early 2000s, maybe even before that. And then adding this twist of just this modern element that makes the whole fragrance work and makes you appreciate it even more. 1828 from Histoires de Parfums. This next one took me a while. I've had these samples forever. It's an eau de parfum. The house is Andrea Mack, and the scent is Smart. And they have a ton of fragrances. This is an Icelandic house, and I don't know why I waited so long to open this up. Smart is the fragrance. And yeah, guys, this is truly something special. Very different smelling fragrance. I know that some people compare this to Van Cleef's and Arpels Midnight in Paris, which is a super hyped, discontinued fragrance in the fragrance community. A lot of people talk about that one. This one is strange in a way. I didn't love the opening. Someone even on Fragrantica mentioned that this reminds them of, like, you just opened up a package of floaties for your kids, like for the pool. And after I saw that comment, I couldn't get it out of my head. I smelled it too. Big time performance, big time projection, lasted a long time on me, projected throughout the day. Where this one is going to smell great is in its sillage, walking by someone. It is powdery, it is ambery. There's just elements here that do kind of nod to things like Bulgari Black and even Prada Luna Rossa Black. This is way more floral than what I get from the Prada. So this is like Prada Luna Rossa Black, with a few more interesting elements added into it and many more florals. But the powderiness, how the amber is used, that's all still there. The muskiness, the almost mineralic undertone to it. That's there, but there's other things going on here as well. And then in that opening, yes, it does kind of smell like, industrial plastic. So you kind of have to get past that. And then the scent sort of opens up and changes a bit. Not going to be for everyone, but I am intrigued. I have a massive discovery set from this house. So I'm going to try more things and let you guys know what I think about them. But Smart from Andrea Mack. If you are into unique fragrances, more ethereal fragrances, more, I guess, molecule type of fragrances, you might like this one. Andrea Mack, Smart. So if you guys haven't watched my last rack store pickup at Burlington, you need to check it out. I will link the video down below. But I came across this fragrance there. Obviously, I didn't pick it up. And I remembered I had a sample of it. And it was pretty pricey there, but it was the first time I had ever seen a niche fragrance at Burlington. I tried to rack my brain. Have I seen a niche fragrance at Burlington before? And I don't think I have until now. The scent we are talking about is Montal Black Oud. Oud with an A. Sorry, guys. Kind of pointless showing you these right now, because you can't really see it. But nonetheless, Black Oud from Montal. Thank you to Benjamin, one of my subscribers, for sending this discovery set my way a while back. And once I saw it at Burlington, I was like, you know what? I got to try that one and see what it's all about. Nuclear rose oud combination with a ton of patchouli, very alcohol-y type of opening, potent, powerful. Montal through and through. This stuff sucks initially. It smells terrible to me. But then as it dries down, give it 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, it finally is bearable. And then the scent that I think was initially intended starts to come through. And it's one of those things I talk about often on the channel, is that if you want a high performing fragrance, like something that really truly performs, nuclear performance, like all day, all night, big time projector for like 5-6 hours, you got to pay for it a little bit in the beginning. It's not going to be a good fragrance when you first spray it. It's going to smell like shit, if I'm being honest. And you guys can appreciate it, I'm sure. There are those fragrances that are nuclear that we talk about being, all I care about is performance and nuclear performance. Well, you're paying a price, and that is at the opening. And that's the truth with this one. But I will, admit when things get better, and this one definitely got better. I think where this is best worn is in really cold weather and even outdoors. I think outdoors it's going to be much more wearable and in the cold weather, and you might even get some compliments because it's going to get noticed. I know we use that expression, cut through the cold, but this truly will cut through anything. Again, rose oud, that is the story here. And if you like those notes, you can't go wrong. Montal Black Oud. Finally, on Saturday, I went and had dinner with some friends. My friend Ken, subscriber, watches the channel often, and he sent me a bunch of samples. Again, in that video that I did last week, he sent me a bunch of stuff, and I am so appreciative of it. Every time someone sends me something, guys, I feel obligated not only to talk about it, but I just appreciate the kindness from you guys. I truly do. It's something special, and it makes it more fun to do this stuff. And yeah, so he sent me this one, and I love it. Let's just get into the scent. Gucci Intense Oud. Now, this fragrance, guys, it is Western Oud. This is the opposite of the Montal. The Montal is very sort of Middle Eastern vibe. This is much more wearable, clean smelling, woody, slightly smoky, more designer oud, if you will. Very smooth, refined, a little bit of leather, has this sexy edge to it. Perfect night out fragrance when you just go into a nice steakhouse in the city, which is what we did. It has a little bit of sweetness to it that I just absolutely love. I think it balances out the entire fragrance, and I love just the nods to just being a high-end designer scent. And they did not, sacrifice some boldness with being mass appealing. I think it works in so much harmony together. Those two worlds just perfectly balanced here, which is why I can appreciate this fragrance and why I think it is so damn popular. It's business appropriate, it's night out appropriate, it's gentlemanly. It's gonna work in a lot of situations, and I would say that the overall performance is tame. It's not a massive projector, it doesn't last forever, but that's not what this is meant to be. It's meant to be pretty much how I wore it, I think. I think that's really the goal, is like 5 or 6 hours, wear it out to dinner, and smell special. And that's what I did. Gucci Intense Oud. That's it, guys. 7 samples that I got to try this week. Let me know in the comment section down below, as always, what was your weekly rotation? I always love hearing what you guys are wearing. But if you appreciate and like videos like this, guys, please drop a like. It really helps the channel grow, and subscribe. I would be so honored if you guys hit that subscribe button and come back again. These are fun videos to do. I enjoy doing them, and I love that you guys keep coming back to watch them. So again, guys, if you like what you saw today, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.